I know I'm not the one thinking it, but Brian looks like a Colombian drug lord from the
Oh
80s.
man, don't do that, man.
He even
At
got
the
the gold
very
chain,
least,
bro.
at the
Yeah,
very
bro.
least, man, I was just gonna say he looks like a teacher. You're doing the most. Like, come on now. Like,
What?
Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is the Boys in the Wall podcast. I'm Richard,
Is Brian Roa?
I won the sheriff.
and things are definitely 100%. And this is a fact about to get wild. But first things first, I need to know how the boys are doing. Alan, what's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. Woke up with a couple waffles this morning on my plate, so I'm Gucci.
Got serving that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got waffles over here. Obviously, I don't want to insinuate any racist stereotypes, but yeah, I'm just over here enjoying my waffles. I'm Gucci, man. How you feeling, Brian?
Feeling good, bro. I'm getting ready to pack to New York, and I'm about to go buy New York Knicks. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just going for my new job, first day in the office, so excited about that.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I
But you came a long
know.
way. You came a long way with NBC,
Thanks.
bro. Remember you did the internship back in college. Now now you pull up
Yeah.
to what Connecticut. I don't know how you say that joint. But you know what I mean, bro. The point is everybody here
Connect
is
4.
proud of you. Yeah. Next four. The point is we're proud of you, bro. We're wishing you the best.
Facts.
And
Thanks,
you gotta
bro.
kill it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. And I can't wait to visit Connect 4.
Exactly. Connect 4 is lit.
How you feeling though, Richie? How's our host feeling today?
Feel old, bro.
Dang.
Like,
It's really
I feel
setting in,
old.
huh? My neck,
Yeah, bro.
my back, my
You
neck,
got a
and my
little
back.
gray in your beard showing, dude. You gotta get some beard dye or something, some hair dye on that.
Yeah.
On my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm good, bro. Yeah, I can't complain. I'm healthy. I'm good. I can't complain. But yeah, appreciate that. So, um, guys, Alan, Brian, I wanted to do something a little bit different this episode.
Oh,
Different.
different.
So I had this event that happened to me this week, right? Basically, I'm in a new space with new people. And I got to introduce myself to one of my teammates, coworkers, whatever. Now I'm going for the dab, right? He's going for the pound.
Oh, word?
But then I see that, and usually I don't switch it up, but I'm like, this is not switching. And this is we're going for like a dangerous collision here. So I switch it up. I'm not going for the pound, he's going for the dab. And by the time we meet, bro, we switch back and it just goes like it was just awkward, bro. And then we do like the awkward side hug. And keep in mind, I had to drive with this dude for like the next hour.
Well, that's
You know,
awkward.
That's
so
super awkward, dude.
so that got me
How'd you
that got
survive
me
that
thinking, man.
experience?
I did not, bro. That was a fail. I tried. I gave it my shot. Sometimes in life, and this is for all the kids listening out there, sometimes in life you just gotta accept your L's and just keep it moving, man. But that got me
Yeah.
thinking, bro. Like, I need to know, have you guys been through something similar in terms of like a new spot with new people, you really don't know what's going on, and you're just trying to navigate your way through, make sure you don't do anything awkward like I do, you know. It can be for any new situation. So, Alan, what did you kick us off? I see that forehead is cooking something up.
Yeah, man. It definitely got me thinking. It's grown a bit larger.
I can tell.
I'm
Bro, we might be frying some eggs on that forehead, bro.
trying to bring
Sunny
this
side
joint
up.
forward, bro. I'm trying to bring this joint forward. Just trying to grab it and just get down there. It's like, nah. Yeah, man, it really got me thinking. I mean, I remember this one time, I went to this Black leadership retreat in Champaign, Illinois. I definitely felt out of place for like the first few days because I was over there for a week, but I kind of learned to kind of grow and shift my perspective while I was there. The reason why I went there is because one, I don't really travel much, and this was when I was first starting off this was when I first began my transfer to the University of Maryland, and they paid for this free trip for me because This was just a program that they were doing for students, and I thought it was really awesome, and it was free. So I was like, oh, let me go there for free. And I didn't quite know what to expect when I was going in there. The only thing that was going through my head was, oh, so I'm going to be with a whole bunch of other black people. We're going to be able to, learn from each other's experiences as black people here in America and stuff. And obviously, it was a leadership retreat, so we were going to, help each other figure out how to handle difficult situations and learn how to grow into becoming leaders and stuff like that. I didn't go in with the right perspective. I went in with the
Mm,
perspective that just because I was a black man, that my experience as a black man here in America was going to be very similar to everyone else's there. And I thought that was going to help me learn how to connect more with people there. It turned out to be the complete opposite, man. There's much more to being black than people think. And when I tell you that I went in with like the worst perspective in the world of, oh, I'm going to be, and there's nothing wrong with being yourself, but the fact that I went in there with this idea that, oh, my experience of being a black man is enough, here in America for me to shed light on and to be able to connect with people here. When I tell you that was the worst perspective to go in with, it was the worst because obviously there's much more to being black in America. That there's the music, there's the food, there's the dance, there's the language, there's the communication. There's the camaraderie. There was so much tied to what it means to be black, and I didn't really realize that going in because honestly, I didn't really grow up, within this kind of I didn't really grow up within the black culture, nor did I really grow up in like my African culture. I kind of grew up without a real sense of who I was, to be completely honest. And that made things a lot more difficult. And so when I was there, the only thing that was going through my mind was, whoa, wow, I can't connect with anybody here. This really sucks. And it was really hard to navigate that environment because, I thought that these were people that I would be able to easily connect with just based off my experiences. But it got to a point where I realized I had to shift my perspective. And I think that was the most important thing that I learned about this trip is that I had to shift my perspective from, oh, I know everything and I am like you and you are like me and we are of the same tribe type mentality to a more of a learning perspective. Let me try and gather as much of let me try and gather as much of their experiences as I can, learn about them, learn about who they are, why they are the way they are, where they come from, and you know let me just learn more about black culture in general and just be more open to it as opposed to, oh, I already know everything about this just because, the color of my skin. It's like, no, there's way more to it. And so as soon as I began shifting my perspective, obviously it became a lot easier for me to connect with people there and to learn and grow and share because they saw that I was um, more so open to learning more about them than I was just trying to come in and teach them about, what it meant to be black and stuff like that. And I honestly got to say it was very much a mind-opening experience for me, and it was really great. I learned a lot, and that was just an important thing that I don't think a lot of people take to heart nowadays. Is when you meet new
mm.
people, just be open to learning more about those individuals as opposed to coming in with this mindset that you think you know how the wheels are going to turn in that environment, how things are going to go, trying to be a know-it-all, trying to impose yourself upon those individuals and stuff. So I think that was extremely important. Just be willing and ready to learn is probably the best way to help navigate new environments, in my opinion, or at least specifically for that situation for me. But what do you think, Brian? What about you, man?
Man, that was beautiful to hear, man. And I'm glad that you got to go to that black retreat a couple years ago. I remember you posted an IG photo taking like a selfie, and I was like, "Hey, who's that?" I'm like, "Is that Umar Johnson?" I'm
Oh
like, "Nah,
no,
it's not
no.
Uh, so you gonna let him disrespect you like that?
Look, man, I'm not even gonna sit here and acknowledge that. That was not him. Like, just
him." For a
stop.
second, I was kind of like, "Wait a minute." Going back now, I was like, "Nah, it's not him." But
This
in all
man is
seriousness,
Dr. Umar. Go
You
ahead,
better
go ahead.
call it
in all
like that in front
seriousness,
of the
man,
whole world.
in terms of like navigating new environment, I feel like you were on point that all of us need to get outside of our comfort zone at some point and take on these new environments because it's something that I had in my lifetime. Not too long ago when I actually went to Atlanta, Georgia, that was the first time I actually traveled by myself. And I remember at the middle of getting in the airport and thinking about getting on that flight and thinking, what am I going to be doing here that's going to help me for my career? But I kind of just got a little anxious and I got a little nervous about all right, I'm going to be in an environment of creators in the sports industry that are commended, that they got all the awards. Some of these people have been on the 430 under 30 list, and I'm just me, jobless at the time, going to network with these people. And how are they going to think of me or perceive me? And I had this revelation at the end of that 3 day trip where I was able to meet some awesome people that worked at companies like Fox, the NBA League Office, the NFL, and Bleacher Report, and so many sports organizations and media and in the sports world. But I kind of also got to really just see that just because that you're a person of color in a predominantly white industry as it is in sports entertainment doesn't mean that you can't succeed and grow in it as well. And that was probably like the biggest aha to me. Like, these were people that were being featured on magazines, people that were featured on publications, people receiving awards, people that had this sense of a huge following, and just me being like that guy in the middle of the happy hour, scared to talk to these people, but kind of like finally got the courage to initiate conversations and go up to these people and talk about some of the work they've done. And they could have been more friendly. Like, I didn't expect these people to be as friendly as they are, and just being able to share their LinkedIn contacts, being able to share even some of the Twitter socials, and just telling me, if you ever need something from me, I'm your guy, and giving me awesome advice that led me to where I am today at NBC. But long story short, being in a new environment, I feel it's so crucial for everybody just to be a part of, because you get to learn from either if it's for your career or if it's for your personal life, that helps you grow as a person. And I feel like life would be boring if you just stay who you are, hang out with the same friends that you're with all the time from high school, excuse me, to beyond. And being able just to be in a new environment is such a beautiful thing. And I would highly recommend, if you're able to, be able just to get yourself into a new environment, either geographically or being able to be with a different culture of people, but knowing that it is such a great time just to be with different people and learn from new experiences. But Rich, you're talking about something that happened with your work situation, so I kind of want to hear that, man. I feel
Yeah,
like gonna be
man.
entertained. I feel like it's gonna
Expand,
be pretty
bro.
entertaining.
Expand.
Like,
Expand on this, on that.
to be honest with you, I think that's just like a story of my life, bro. I think I'm just like in general, bro. Like I really try not to be, but I think I'm just like an awkward dude, or like I'm a dude who just gets into these awkward situations. And for me, like, whenever I've been in a new spot, I've always had that, I guess that learning curve. Remember when I pulled up to the US, I really didn't know nobody. And this was the ninth grade. And people coming in from middle school, they knew each other, and then comes this dude. And yeah, man, that was weird. And I remember asking like dumb questions in class, bro. I remember being asking stuff like, "So is Texas a state?" And I remember this one girl she sitting next to, bro. I remember she just like she just got defeated, like her soul left her body. She was like, I cannot believe I'm sitting next to this dude. And these are like legitimate questions I didn't know.
Dang.
But
I'm sorry, that one Texas question got me.
bro, I'm just keeping it real.
I know. I just think it's the way you said it. But continue, because the way you said it just had me geeking.
Yeah, the delivery was just.
Texas.
Bro, that is exactly why I asked you, bro. Like, it is
Go ahead.
Texas.
Go ahead. My bad.
I didn't know, bro. And then there were also a whole bunch of other stuff, bro. Like the fact that I was one of the few African dudes there, black dudes there. Most of my classes, I was usually just the only black dude, African dude, whatever. And yeah, bro, but like, I think after about, 6 months, I kind of just started getting like talking to more people. Like, I guess to answer that question the way I asked that we, asked at the beginning, when it comes to like being in a new situation, the most important thing that you gotta do is just take that initial step,
Hmm.
extend that olive branch to whoever, anytime. And,
Hmm.
sometimes, you might find yourself in some, awkward situations. That's normal. That happened to me when I also moved back here. Um, but yeah, I guess that's the more of the story. Just put yourself out there, guys. And for all the kids out there, listen to your Uncle Richie. Put yourself out there.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
right. Put yourself out there and be willing to ask if Texas is actually a state.
exactly. Yeah,
Never be ashamed to ask that question.
There are no such thing as dumb questions in class. I think that's the most important thing I ever learned. Now, I'm not gonna lie. You might get a.
Don't lie to these people, bro. They are dumb questions.
I'm not gonna lie. You are gonna get some stares from your classmates. At the end of the day, your education is important, and you have to learn as best as you can. And the teacher will care about you. They might look at you funny too. You're taking a risk, but but just try your best.
No, I know that. I know the teacher is going to drop down laughing. They hear a question like if Texas is a state. They're gonna just pause and go, just straight up laugh, bro.
Is Alaska still a part of Russia or America? Well, actually, what am I saying? No,
wait, that's a serious question?
No, it's not.
I was gonna say for a second.
No, we bought Alaska from Russia years ago. Like, nah, but nah, yeah, man. It looks like we all have a good grasp, on how to try our best to navigate.
I just gotta say one thing. And I'm not the one who's thinking it, but Brian looks like a Colombian drug lord from the 80s.
Oh man, don't do that, man.
He even got the gold chain, bro.
At the very least, man, I was just gonna say he looks like a teacher. You're doing the most. Like, come on now. Like,
what? A teacher?
That's it. Yeah,
oh, preacher. You said a preacher.
A preacher or a teacher.
No, I was gonna say, guys,
man.
I had to take off the YSL out of my chain because of the indictments going on in Atlanta. If you guys been following the news about Young Thug and Gunna, so
oh man.
Hey, bro, listen to
don't tell anybody.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Look, man, I just no comment. I'm not gonna get wrapped up into this, but nah, man. Yeah, it seems like we're all on the same page when it comes to trying to figure out how to best navigate environments, and it's awesome that we were able to get this feedback to the people who were listening in and stuff. So I really liked this episode. This was an awesome episode.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man. And remember, guys, that you can follow us on IG and YouTube at Boys in the Wild Podcast, and follow us on Twitter at Boys in the Wild Pod. And we want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. How have you guys navigated a new environment? Let us know below. And remember, keep it short, keep it real.
Keep it short, keep it real, y'all. Keep it short.
Keep it shorto, keep it realo, as they say in Spanish.
That is not what Spanish people say, dude.
How you gonna tell me, bro? I took 2 years of high school Spanish. Bro, I'm clearly the expert in this.
I mean, you kind of asked the question.
No!